At New England Spine and Disc, prescription drugs and surgery are not an option for managing pain or even losing weight. Dr. Richard Karpanos is a pioneer in the non-surgical correction of disc and spine-related conditions, and he's back with us along with two of his patients, Dave Rossetto and Joan Steele. Welcome back, Dr. Karpanos. It's great to have the both of you join us as well. All right, first of all, let's talk about spinal decompression.
Absolutely.
And that is something that you really support.
Oh yeah, it's become my area of expertise. I think that there's no one that does it better. And you know, we've recently found out that most back surgery turns out to be not addressing the real cause of the problem. And what happens is a patient goes to their general practitioner with severe back pain, gets put on medication, and then occasionally if it doesn't go away, they go for an MRI, and the MRI shows this disc bulging or disc herniation or stenosis or degenerative disc disease, and immediately they get shipped off to the surgeon. So we like to get in between there because the surgery sometimes doesn't address the big problem, just like you see on the ear. That's the decompression.
Looking at the spinal decompression going on right now.
Right. So not only are we pulling the disc back in place, but we're also getting the joints where a lot of that pain is coming from to be separated and mobilized, so that we're addressing all causes of this back pain and leg pain, and we've got a better than 90% success rate without doing any surgery. And our patients can tell a story all day long.
And most of your patients come after having some surgery in the past?
Quite a few, unfortunately, because they just don't know about it, which is why we're here today, so we can educate people that there is an option that is non-surgical, it's pain-free, and the results are staggering.
Well, let's talk to Dave about this. You had the spinal decompression.
Yes, I did the DRX 9000 probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
And brought him my MRI results, and he said, let's give it a try. I was scheduled for surgery, and a friend of ours that did the DRX before me said, you gotta try it. I tried it. I did the 20 sessions. I traveled from Mystic, Connecticut, over an hour to get there, an hour at his facility, hour back. I'm perfect.
You said you were scheduled for?
I actually was scheduled for surgery, yeah, and I canceled it 2 weeks prior, and met Dr. Karpanos, and yeah, and I mean, it's phenomenal.
And did the doctors also prescribe anything else other than the surgery?
No, they wanted me to go do the surgery. They gave me pain pills, and you know, I was just masking the pain. And you know, every time we went for the 20 visits, you get adjusted. You do the DRX 9000. You know, you relax, stretch you out. It's phenomenal.
And how are you doing now?
Phenomenal, perfect, excellent.
The funny part was he was the only guy that showed up on one of the worst blizzards.
That's right.
Yeah.
My patients who live locally all canceled their appointments because they couldn't make it in for the snow.
But he had to get in.
He came from Mystic.
3 hours. 3 hours to get there.
It was worth it to you.
It's definitely worth it. You have to try.
All right, let's go on to the laser.
Right.
How does it work?
Well, this is another brilliant modality that, and I love technology, Jocelyn, so this drives light deep into the tissue. We've never been able to drive light into tissue without cutting through it with a laser. Now, this is 805 nanometers, it's a class 4 laser, and it drives the light about 6 inches deep into the tissue. And what does light do when it gets into human tissue? It mobilizes the cells to reproduce. You are stimulating the mitochondria to produce ATP. It works just like nature, where light hits the plant cells and causes photosynthesis, the production of chlorophyll. In human tissue, it regenerates degenerative tissue, diseased tissue, inflamed tissue. So we've used this on disc problems in the neck and the lower back, on TMJ, on rotator cuff problem, on arthritic knees, even ringing in the ears and tinnitus, we've gotten results. It's just amazing.
Again, it's another way to avoid surgery and prescription drugs.
Well, absolutely, and that's the key. The more we can avoid the necessitation of drugs or an operative procedure, the healthier we are, because all of those carry much higher risks.
All right, Joan, you are undergoing this as well, right?
Well, I've just recently finished
some treatment?
A treatment of 25 treatments, and through the treatments, I've been to other places and I've tried other things, and I was unable to move my neck more than this way and this way. And I've been to physical therapy, I've done acupuncture and things like that. I had a car accident that kind of messed me up, and I don't have that feeling like it's there all the time in my neck anymore, and I can move from side to side. I've also done the decompression, and because I do have some other spinal damage because I have a scoliosis, and I think he's carb has been able to straighten me up a little bit. In other words, I was kind of like really bad, and now I feel like full.
Well, let's
You know what I mean?
show everybody how this works, Dr. Carpanos.
After a while, my patients call me CARP.
Yeah.
Yeah, abbreviate.
It's an abbreviation.
Just an easier way because he becomes a friend.
Okay, here we go.
So basically, the light is coming out of this end here, and you can see the light is, we just roll it gently, and it has a magnified ball on the end, which helps drive the light deep into the tissue. And the patient just feels a slight warming sensation, which is quite comfortable. The laser doesn't really produce heat, but sometimes the energy will build up a slight thermal effect. Other than that, it's just very comfortable, and you're just rolling this light, and the light is going into the damaged tissue.
We don't have
It's
much
simple.
time left here, but we want to
Sure.
talk about the skinny diet, the
All right.
skinny up diet.
Yeah, Joan can actually
Okay.
tell you about that as well.
Well, because everything else seemed to work, I was at the spine and disc a lot. So I saw this product and I said, I really like to try this product because I'm like going to be 66 and I have like a postmenopausal tire, and I have like 15, 16 pounds. If I took it off, I wouldn't have it anymore, you know. And this does hit the adipose fat down in deep, and I did it for 23 days, and then I went off it, and I would say that I went from a size 16 in my waistline down to a size 10.
How many pounds did you lose?
I only really lost about 14
It
pounds.
was the inches that you lost.
But it was the inches. It was all this adipose fat
And
that
how
was
does this
collected.
work?
Well, I lost myself over 40 pounds doing this, and I've been on many, many diets. It's very simple. This is a homeopathic formula. You put drops under your tongue. It's a premium formula. It's not the kind of stuff that you find at Walmart or you know, CVS or one of those bargain stores.
Yeah.
You can only get it through a doctor, and it uses homeopathic ingredients that target the abdominal fat. And you lose body fat, but you maintain your bone and your muscle, so that you actually get energy when you're on this diet. You feel full all the time, and you lose about 1 pound a day. It's amazing.
All right, let's
Really?
right now tell everybody about the special offer you have for Connecticut residents. 2 free visits for laser and decompression.
Correct.
All right, and the information right there on the screen. Call today for 2 free visits for laser and spinal decompression. The number 203-799-3472 or 1-800-PAIN-FREE, or
Right.
visit the website newenglandspineanddisc.com.
And you can always like us on Facebook, and we'll give you special offers there. New England Spine and Disc.
Very good. Thank you all for joining
Thank you.
us. It's
Thank
great
you.
to have
Thanks,
you.
Jocelyn.
You're welcome.